Family took advantage of me, and I took them to court. I come from the kind of family where borrowing means you'll never see it again. So when I bought my first car, a used but gorgeous dark blue Honda Civic, I'd saved for nearly 2 years to afford. I knew I had to lay down boundaries. No borrowing, no lending, no exceptions. Everyone nodded and smiled like they understood, but deep down, I should have known better. My Uncle Rick was the worst offender. Always broke, always with a new business idea that somehow involved borrowing other people's things. A trailer, a camera, a boat once. He was the king of big promises and small apologies. Still, when Rick showed up at my door one Tuesday evening, sweaty, frantic, claiming his truck just broke down, and he had a huge job interview in the city the next morning, I faltered. He begged. He laid it on thick. If I miss this, I might not be able to pay rent this month. It's just for a few hours, tops. Family helps family, right? Against my better judgment, and after an exhausting guilt trip from my mom, I handed over the keys. I made him promise, straight to the interview and back. No side trips. Back in my driveway before noon. He promised. Plot twist. He didn't come back at noon, or 1 p.m., or 3 p.m. By 5 p.m., my texts were unanswered. Calls went straight to voicemail. Panic set in. Had he crashed? Gotten hurt? At 7 p.m., I finally got a call from a number I didn't recognize. It was Rick, at a bar, absolutely hammered. Hey, kiddo. Your car's amazing, by the way. Handles like a dream. Oh, and guess what? Got the job. Celebrating a little. Might crash at a buddy's place tonight. Cool? I was so stunned I could barely get words out. Rick, where the hell are you? He laughed. Downtown somewhere. Don't worry. Your baby's safe. Love ya. And hung up. I didn't sleep at all that night. By morning, still no car, no update, no apology. I finally convinced my cousin, Rick's daughter, who was furious too, to track his location via Snapchat maps. Found him. Not downtown. 2 towns over, outside some skeezy-looking motel. I drove out with my mom to find my precious, Civic, filthy, bumper-scratched, sticky garbage piled inside, and worst of all, the front passenger tire half-flat from slamming into a curb. When Rick stumbled out to greet us, reeking of booze and pot, he had the nerve to grin and say, "Man, you gotta teach me how you keep her running so smooth." No apology, no shame. He even tossed me the keys, like he was doing me a favor. I was seething, beyond words, but it got worse. Turns out Rick hadn't just used the car for partying. He had taken 3 different people, total strangers, on test drives, pretending he was selling the car. Apparently, he had some harebrained scheme to flip it for a quick profit. Then, buy me a better one later. He posted my car on Craigslist, took cash deposits, refundable, he said, and ghosted the buyers, which meant strangers had my car info. Strangers knew where the car usually parked, and at least one of them filed a police report for fraud. Because of my uncle, because of family. My mom was horrified. Even my extended relatives, who usually swept Rick's garbage under the rug, admitted this was maybe a little too far. Still, when I told Rick he needed to pay for the damages and explained to the police, he laughed. "Come on, don't be so dramatic. It's not like you're out of car. Just bad luck, kiddo." Bad luck. Plot twist number 2. I wasn't the only one he burned. One of the Craigslist buyers, a very pissed-off ex-Marine, tracked Rick down and filed a small claims lawsuit. When the police started sniffing around about the fraud complaints, Rick's bad luck suddenly wasn't so funny anymore. He tried to smooth it over privately, offering to detail my car with, what? A wet wipe? Promising to fix the tire. He duct taped it, no joke. Even offering me a finder's fee from some mythical business deal he had brewing. I refused. I lawyered up. I filed my own small claims suit for car repairs, cleaning, loss of vehicle use, emotional damages. It wasn't cheap for him. It wasn't quick, but it was public. At the hearing, Rick showed up late, sloppy, still trying to crack jokes to the judge. Spoiler, the judge didn't laugh. Rick was ordered to pay me every cent plus court fees. His wages got garnished. His license was temporarily suspended over the fraud mess. And the cherry on top? The judge loudly and officially called his behavior reckless, manipulative, and bordering on criminal, right there in front of the entire courtroom, including family who had come just to support him. Afterward, my mom quietly apologized. She said, "I should have trusted your instincts. I won't doubt you again." I eventually used the settlement money to fix up my Civic, upgrade the tires, and install a kill switch so no one can ever start it without me. Today, my car runs better than ever. And my boundaries? Rock solid. Rick? I heard he's still bouncing from couch to couch, but now he's known as the guy who got sued by his own niece and lost. And honestly, I sleep like a baby.